What's up, Triple F crew? This is Fact Fiction Fraud. I'm your host, Dazza, and today I want to speak about Damar Hamlin's GoFundMe for Children's Toy Drive surpasses $7 million in donations after injury. Let's go. Happy New Year, everyone. So I was looking at an article today that I found was quite interesting. Let's get into it. A 2020 fundraiser created by Damar Hamlin received millions in online donations since Monday night as fans sought to show their support for the Buffalo Bills safety who was left in critical condition following a collision during a game on Monday night. Hamlin, 24, created the GoFundMe page in December 2020 to purchase toys for children ahead of the holidays. Writing, "As I embark on my journey to the NFL, I will never forget where I came from, and I am committed to using my platform to positively impact the community that raised me." According to a cached version of the webpage, Hamlin's GoFundMe had received $2,921 in donations in the 2-year span through December 2022. It raised nearly $700,000 in the span of an hour Monday after Hamlin collapsed on the field during Buffalo's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. The total raised crossed $7 million from more than 219,600 donors as of Thursday morning. The article goes on to state, by 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, Hamlin's toy drive had received donations from more than 75,000 people, totaling more than $1.8 million by 7 a.m. The site had raised more than $3.2 million by 7:15 p.m. Hamlin's fundraiser surpassed $5.2 million. The campaign, now run by Hamlin's team, issued an update on the platform on Tuesday. The fundraiser was initially established to support a toy drive for Damar's community, sponsored by the Chasing M's Foundation. However, it has received renewed support in light of Damar's current battle, and we can't thank all of you enough, the update is stated. Your generosity and compassion means the world to us. The update continued, if you would like to show your support and contribute to Damar's community initiatives and his current fight, this is the place to do so. Damar created the Chasing M's Foundation to use as a vehicle to bring lasting impact to his community. The foundation supports toy drives, back-to-school drives, kids camps, and more. First, I would like to send my prayers out to Damar Hamlin and his family, and I wish him a speedy recovery. I know this is a hard time for his family during this time, especially being the fact that people have witnessed this occur on live television. But thankfully for the responders, the first responders, to be able to give him immediate attention on the field was very helpful in saving his life. Now on to the article. Are these people that are giving these donations, is it out of their generosity from their hearts, or they are doing it because of the situation? Now hear me out. The reason why I'm saying this is because, for one, I've seen in another article where it stated, going into Monday night, Hamlin's GoFundMe page had less than $3,000 in donations. But after watching what transpired on the field in Cincinnati, NFL players and fans sprung into action to proceed to donate millions over the next 18 hours. Now, these are one of those situations where you wonder, where was most of these people during the drive that he already created to help people that was in need of help? People that are in hard times. People that don't have as much as others have. And this was his whole point of creating this drive, especially that it had toy drives, back-to-school drives, kid camps, and more. And another thing that kind of caught my eye was the fact that a lot of these journalists and these reporters were stating how much celebrities and athletes were donating to Hamlin's foundation, such as Tom Brady, who gave $10,000, Russell Wilson and Sierra, who also donated $10,000, Chris Jericho, Matthew Stafford, and a list of others. My thing is, it shouldn't matter how much one donates, let alone that we have to know if it's an athlete, a celebrity, or an average everyday hard worker. Everyone works hard and everyone makes their money the way that they do. Now, during the 2 years when he started his foundation, were these same celebrities and athletes donating to the cause then? Why does it always take a tragedy to happen for one to step up? Point in case, and a perfect example is when the pandemic had first started, Pink and her son had caught COVID-19. She had stated on Twitter, 2 weeks ago, my 3-year-old son, Jameson, and I were showing symptoms of COVID-19. Fortunately, our primary care physician had access to tests, and I tested positive. My family was already sheltering at home and continued to do so the last 2 weeks following the instructions of our doctor. Just a few days ago, we were retested and now thankfully negative. It is an absolute travesty and failure of our government to not make testing more widely accessible. This illness is serious and real. People need to know that the illness affects the young and old, healthy and unhealthy, rich and poor, and we must make testing free and more widely accessible to protect our children, our families, our friends, and our communities. In an effort to support the healthcare professionals who are battling on the front lines every day, I am donating $500,000 to the Temple University Hospital Emergency Fund in Philadelphia in honor of my mother, Judy Moore, who worked there for 18 years in a cardiomyopathy and heart transplant center. Additionally, I am donating $500,000 to the City of Los Angeles Mayor's Emergency COVID-19 Crisis Fund. Thank you to all of our healthcare professionals and everyone in the world who are working so hard to protect our loved ones. You are our heroes. These next 2 weeks are crucial. Please stay home. Please stay home. Now, during this time, we already knew the severity of COVID-19, being the fact that it had taken over 100,000 lives at that point. Which brings me back to my question. Are these donations being out of generosity or because a tragedy has happened? Another example is Shaquille O'Neal, one who is known for giving out donations and being very generous. Now, we know that he does it from the kindness of his heart because he doesn't record or have someone record him as he goes to different locations and help people and change their lives at the same time. There was a Twitter post that I read one time, and it stated, "I have no words right now. Today Shaq blessed us like never before." Like literally no words. Last night we had a surprise visit from Shaq. He took us to dinner as a family at Babe's Chicken. It was so much fun to just hang out and eat dinner with him. And then today, he started the day off by taking us to the Mercedes dealership to get us a new family 15-passenger van. We were outgrowing our 12-passenger van, and the air conditioner wasn't always working the greatest, and so this is such an outrageous blessing. They didn't have any in stock, and so we got to customize and order a van that should be here in July. He then took us to dinner at Rainforest Cafe, where he paid for another table's entire meal, not knowing that they were from out of state and here on missions. And then he tipped our waitress $1,000 after her car broke down today. And then, when he saw my husband's truck that has been without air conditioning and heat for a while, he took us to a Ford dealership and blessed us with another truck. He also spent time encouraging us and loving our children and speaking life into our family. I am completely lost for words. Somebody wake me up because I must be dreaming. Thank you, Shaq, times a million times. You have been such a blessing to us in so many ways. This is a form of generosity that you do out the kindness of your heart. Now, I'm not saying that all the people that was giving donations to Hamlin's foundation wasn't giving it out the kindness of their heart. But at times you have to question, what are people's motives? Are they following a trend or a fad, or they see others doing it now, so they wanted to be able to walk around and say that they was a part of the cause? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And again, I want to send prayers out to Damar Hamlin and his family, and to have a speedy recovery and be back to normal and back on the field again. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Triple F crew. And until next time, I am off to another dimension.